Hello, welcome to the Paper Snob. This is Tara. Today I am working on the Iron Crafter Challenge. This is a hop that was started by myself and Anna from Peace Craft Love. We were discussing via text about all of the products that we have and don't really use in our stash, or at least we don't use them well. And she decided that it would be a great idea to come up with a monthly hop where we could encourage our buddies and other crafters to use things that they aren't using enough in their stash. So what we did is we came up with a list of items and then we challenged everybody to use them. And then when she stepped down from creating videos, I took over the hop, and last December I asked the group on the Peace Craft Love community Facebook group to help me come up with the 2024 list. And so I got a list of 12 items and created a list that I kind of mixed up so they couldn't guess which was coming next. And I mean, if they really tried, they could. But so that's what we're going to be doing. This month, for the month of April, our unused item or item that doesn't get enough use is twine, ribbon, and or trim. And in my counterfeit kit for the month of April, I was smart and I added twine to my kit. And there was definitely a method for that reasoning because I knew that I was going to be having this layout to work on. So this is product from my April counterfeit kit. I am the master forger in charge for the month of April, and I chose a Tracy Reed design kit, which is a digital kit. It is called Felicity. These two pieces of paper are actually from our inspiration kit because I own it, and I printed with my Canon printer 2 sheets of the 12 by 12 paper. This piece is just a random piece of close to my heart cardstock that I found in my little drawer of close to my heart pattern papers and cardstock that I threw in here so that I could go ahead and get it used up. This poor set of thickers. I love them, and I keep pulling them to use them on one of my layouts, and I just haven't done it yet. So, goal, I'm going to open it, I promise, this time. Some other product in my counterfeit kit this month is this very set of old phrases that I added. I think they're either K & Company or KI Memories. They're really, really old. And so I'm going to use one of the words favorite on as part of my title. And the other items in here came from Freckled Fawn. I've got these little tiny letters, which I'm probably not going to use. And then some labels for journaling, some random buttons. I have jars and jars of buttons. Let me show you one of them so that you understand what I mean. I have tons of buttons and they all are mixed together like this. I love looking at a jar of buttons, and so those are kept on my space for me to grab whenever I would like to grab them. And then some Heidi Swapp stars. This is a photo of Jasper when he was new to our household. And he has very much, and you just heard his name, so here he comes. From the very beginning, he has been my little buddy, and he has a favorite shoulder, and it is my left shoulder. So this is a picture of him as a kitten curled up on my left shoulder, and somebody took a photo of him from the back so that you could see his cute little kitten face. Y'all, I have kitten fever so bad. Isn't he precious? Anyway, sorry if you're not a cat person. I am definitely a cat person. But, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this video. We're going to get started, and I'm going to create a layout using my twine. I'll be right back. Here's what I did off camera. I cut down the pink cardstock to a 9x9 square, and then I cut a 9x3" strip of the striped paper. Now you just saw that I wrapped that twine around that striped paper. You're also going to see that currently it does not lay flat, and that's because, of course, that twine is very thick, and I will be showing or talking about a way around that in just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start building a title, and as promised, I finally opened up these wood grain alphas. I adore them. They are puffy rather than chipboard, which means they come off very easily and in one piece, which is important. And they also stick, which is also important to me. So I'm going to just spell out the word shoulder on here, and I'm going to go ahead and get this whole title down here. You will note that I have not glued down my photo yet, and there is a reason for that. I am not sure if I'm going to go back and put a mat behind it. And if I do put a mat behind a photo after I've put something on it like this, I will just measure the photo and then add 1/4 inch to each side and cut out a cardstock like that. Now you see I am moving that word favorite so that it sits on top of the word shoulder a little bit better. If I had thought that through, I would have done that to begin with, but luckily I'm able to move it around just enough without ripping my photo, and that is always a concern. Next, I am making sure that I have a place for journaling, and I staggered 2 of the labels from the Freckled Fawn sheet up over there. Now I've had these Heidi Swapp stars for a while, and I think they've appeared in several of my counterfeit kits. I think I also still have some of the matching paper for that particular collection because I went on eBay and bought an entire auction full of Heidi Swapp's older stuff because I prefer that over some of the newer things that she has been putting out. And I absolutely adored this collection. I don't even know the name of it, but it was pinks and navy and craft. It was just a really pretty collection. And when I first got it, I didn't have any of the embellishments. I only had the paper. So it's kind of nice to have a few of the embellishments to go with what little bit of the paper that I have. Now I am also adding the puffy stars from the Freckled Fawn sheet here. And again, I have not glued my photo down, but a lot of times I do placement like this so that I am able to move things around and get them where I'm going, but still have a placeholder. And so you'll note that the puffy stars are stuck down. I will have to go back and put a little bit of wet glue behind them because these are famous for not staying down. Now I put these kitty cat buttons, I got those at Walmart, and I put them in my April kit because I knew that I had a whole bunch of kitten photos to scrapbook, and so I wanted to make sure that I remembered to use them this month. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tool and I'm going to cut the shank off. So I line it up on the back and I lay it down, and then I place my hand over it when I cut. Now the reason for me to cover it with my hand like that is because sometimes those shanks actually fly all over the place, and this is a way that I managed to catch them. So at this point I have fixed the fact that my photo mat and my striped paper are not level. And what I did is I had a piece of chipboard that I'd used all of the chipboard from, so it's the outer edges, and I've cut it down to fit behind that pink piece of cardstock, and I'm using it in the same manner that you would use fun foam or foam tape, but it's just another way to use up product packaging and not waste it. I'm taking this stencil, which is I think from Sweet Rush by Vicki Boutin, and I'm just putting some of the X and O's in a similar color of ink from Pink Fresh Studios randomly. All right, I got it all complete. I did my journaling and the dating. I did a little bit of stenciling. I also, because as you noticed as I was building the layout, that because I wrapped the twine around this, it made it where it wasn't level with this. So I had a piece of leftover chipboard, like the stuff that you punch out, the pieces that you're going to use, the trash, and I put that behind it to make this level, and it also gives a little bit of texture and depth. And that is all. I want to thank you so much for coming to my channel today. There are several creators in this hop. We have several YouTube creators. There will be a playlist for those listed below. Make sure that you click on that playlist and you can see everybody who created a YouTube video. You can watch them back to back. Just grab yourself something refreshing to drink and enjoy. We also have some wonderful Instagram creators, and they are also incredibly talented. I'd love for you to make sure that you click on each link to their account, check out their layouts for this hop, and leave everybody some love. It is always free to like and comment and subscribe to our channels, and same with Instagram. You can comment and, click that you like their layout. Those things are always free, and it really helps every creator very much with their channels or Instagram accounts. You have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Bye.